Attention passionate San Francisco 49ers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on San Francisco 49ers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true San Francisco 49ers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and San Francisco 49ers fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. I have to tell you, this is one of those stories that could shake the NFC West to its core. Yeah, we're talking about a potential blockbuster move involving Leonard Williams, the star defensive lineman from the Seattle Seahawks, and the San Francisco 49ers. You might have seen some rumors floating around, but today, we're digging deep into what it could mean for both teams, especially for the Niners, who are always looking to bolster their defense and chase that elusive Super Bowl ring. So let's set the scene. The 2025 NFL season is rapidly approaching, and the 49ers are already a team that commands respect across the league. Their defense, as always, is a cornerstone of their identity. Even with some key veterans leaving in the offseason, Javon Hargrave was released, and players like Dre Greenlaw and Leonard Floyd moved on. The Niners still boast some of the best talent in the league. Nick Bosa, of course, remains a dominant force on the edge, and rookie Michael Williams, the 11th overall pick in this year's draft, has been turning heads during training camp with his elite pass-rushing potential. And this is a big but, the depth behind these stars is a little thin. Now here's where Leonard Williams enters the picture. This guy at 31 years old is a proven game changer. Just last season, he led the Seahawks with 11 sacks, which is no small feat. The guy is a Pro Bowl caliber talent, and if you watched his play during 2024, you saw a player who's not only disruptive but also a leader on the field. His signature game included an interception returned 92 yards for a touchdown, 2 sacks, and 5 tackles, truly an all-around dominant performance. He earned the NFC Defensive Player of the Month award after that stretch in December and January, and honestly, he's been one of the most underrated players in the league for years. But here's the catch. Williams is already 31, and his contract runs through 2026 with some guarantee. That means he's at an age where teams are often hesitant to commit long-term, especially with the salary cap becoming more and more constrained. And Seattle, with its current cap situation, is already over the limit despite restructuring some contracts. They're in a tricky spot, trying to rebuild, and if they decide to move on from Williams, it could be a smart move for both sides. Let's talk about why the 49ers could be the perfect landing spot for Williams. They've always valued that fierce, relentless defensive front, and even after some veteran departures, they still have the star power, Nick Bosa being the anchor of course. But the depth behind him needs reinforcement. Michael Williams, the rookie, looks promising, but he's just starting out, and the team needs more veteran presence to help develop that rotation. Adding Leonard Williams would be a huge boost. He's a proven veteran, someone who can immediately solidify the interior line, provide leadership, and help the young guys on the roster grow. Shanahan's defensive philosophy has always been about versatility and pressure, pressuring the quarterback, stuffing the run, and creating chaos for offenses. Williams fits that mold perfectly. Now, it's also worth noting that the idea of a trade within the NFC West isn't something we see every year. Usually, division rivals prefer to keep their trade cards close to the vest, but in this case, it makes so much sense. Seattle is in a transition phase. They're looking to rebuild with a focus on youth, and their current cap issues make it difficult to keep all their star players. Trading Williams, especially if they're planning to go full rebuild mode, would free up significant cap space and give them assets for the future, like draft picks or younger players. And for the 49ers, this is an opportunity to add a player who can make an immediate impact while also aligning with their long-term goals. Williams's size, strength, and leadership on the field are exactly what San Francisco needs to stay at the top of the NFC. They're already contenders, but every little upgrade counts, and adding someone of Williams's caliber on the interior would help them dominate on defense once again. Plus, his experience and leadership would be invaluable for the younger players, especially in high-pressure situations like the playoffs. Let's not forget that the 49ers defensive line has always been a foundation of their success. Even after losing some veteran pieces, they've managed to stay competitive because of their talent development and strategic acquisitions. Adding Williams would be a statement move, showing that San Francisco is serious about maintaining their defensive dominance and chasing that sixth Super Bowl title. He'd complement Bosa perfectly, creating a fearsome duo that offenses would have to game plan around. And with Williams's ability to pressure the quarterback and stuff the run, he would help strengthen one of the league's most formidable defenses. Now, looking at the bigger picture, this move isn't just about the present. It's also about the future. For Seattle, trading Williams could be a way to reset their cap situation and accelerate their rebuild. They'd get a valuable asset in return, perhaps a draft pick or a young player, and that could be crucial as they try to develop their roster for the long haul. It's a classic case of a team shedding a sizable contract to gain flexibility, especially when they're over the cap and need to prioritize youth and development under a new coaching regime led by Mike Macdonald. On the other hand, for San Francisco, bringing in Williams isn't just about patching a need. It's about making a statement. They're still in win-now mode, and adding a veteran with his production and leadership would help them maintain that edge. The NFC is competitive, no doubt, but the 49ers have proven that with strong defense and a balanced offense, they can beat anyone. The addition of Williams could tip the scales even further in their favor, especially if he stays healthy and continues to play at a high level. And if we zoom out a bit, this potential trade underscores the strategic nature of NFL roster management. It's about identifying value, players like Williams who are still elite but might be on the move due to team needs or cap considerations, and then fitting them into a system that maximizes their strengths. The 49ers, under Shanahan, and with their talented coaching staff, know how to leverage veteran leadership and experience, and Williams's addition would be a perfect fit for that philosophy. It's a move that speaks to their ambition, their desire to stay at the top, and their understanding of the importance of a relentless, disruptive defense. But of course, nothing is set in stone yet. We're still in the early stages of this rumor, and there are many factors at play: salary cap negotiations, team strategies, and the overall market. Seattle might decide to hold on to Williams if they believe they can still make a playoff run, or they might prefer to trade him to maximize their assets. The 49ers, for their part, will be watching closely, ready to pounce if the opportunity arises. It's one of those scenarios where timing and negotiations are everything, and fans on both sides will be glued to the news as it unfolds. In the end, this potential move highlights how dynamic and strategic the NFL has become. It's not just about drafting and developing anymore. It's also about making smart trades that can alter the landscape of the league. For the San Francisco 49ers, adding Leonard Williams could be the missing piece that takes their defense to another level and keeps them in the Super Bowl conversation. For Seattle, it's a chance to reset, shed some cap space, and set the stage for a new chapter. Whatever the outcome, one thing is for sure: this is a story that every 49ers fan should be paying attention to, because it could shape the NFC West race for years to come. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest San Francisco 49ers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. So what do you think, 49ers family? Is Leonard Williams the game changer that can help us finally get over the hump and secure another Super Bowl? Or do you think the Seahawks should hold on to him, believing they can turn things around with his leadership on the field? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because your opinion really matters to us and to the team. I love hearing from you, and I'll be back soon with more updates, rumors, and deep dives into everything San Francisco 49ers. Stay tuned, stay passionate, and let's keep the momentum going toward another incredible season. Thanks for riding along, and as always, go Niners.